So the bigger global issues here, people keep asking why. And they will spend forever worrying about why did the dog do it. And no one gets on and trains the dog. No one addresses the solution. It's like a typical, owner coming up to me will say, well, I don't really like dogs. It was my, and I'm a cat person, really. It was my husband's idea to get the dog because, when Minxie died, we were lonely and the kids had left home. So anyway, he decided to get a dog, and I really like Cavalier and King Charles Spaniels, but he's always liked shepherds. I mean, since he was a boy, his dad had a King Charles Shepherd. So anyway, it's all of a sudden it comes home on a Wednesday. No, it wasn't Wednesday. No, it was Tuesday. I remember it was Tuesday because my sister came to visit with her kids. No, it was Wednesday. I remember the dog came after I came back from my Pilates class. And it goes on and on and on and on and on. This long story, all these facts. And when we get to the question at the end, the one sentence that begins with how, when, what, where, or why, it's, why do you think he did that? And being polite, I say, I don't give a damn. Or we have the dog on leash and another dog comes up and we go tight leash. And what happens is the contingent cue for punishment is collar touch or tight leash. When I interview the owners, it's really interesting. I don't know, he's really well bred. He's a great Rottie. Went to a really good breeder. He's fantastic. And then they tell me the times he's absolutely fine. He's absolutely fine when my husband walks him. He's absolutely fine off leash. And he's absolutely fine here. And then it comes, but if ever there is a black and white Dalmatian with a green collar, he goes crazy. I mean, this is how it's always, you know this, right? You're dog trainers. I mean, I sit there, I try not to laugh, and I take it in, and I interview them and say he's absolutely fine without this single exception. When the black and white dog approaches, then he goes apeshit. Now I take the microphone over and I interview the dog. And I say, so how do you feel about your owner? And he says, well, she's really nice, actually. A very good breeding. Yeah, she's half Swedish. A lot of good genes there. And she's absolutely fine when she's off leash at the dog park. And she's absolutely fine at home. But she can't be trusted if a black and white dog approaches. Oh, she goes absolutely crazy. So whenever I see a black and white dog approach, I say, go back, she's untrustworthy. Okay, you get it? It's pure and simple negative classical conditioning. The dog has simply learned approaching dog means the owner's going to tighten the leash and go, no bite, no attack, be a good dog. It's madness, it's madness. It's as if, when I watch owners with dogs, I said this to the film crew the other night in puppy class. It's as if they have read a book, How Not to Train Your Dog. And they are following it to the letter. And it is not the case that they make the occasional mistake. It's the case they get everything absolutely, totally wrong. And as you'll see as we go through this, training a dog is very simple. It's very simple. At least it is for me now. When I started, it was puzzling, all the learning theory and all the working dog trainers and the weird suggestions they have. Do it with the left hand, not the right hand, and don't do that, and only walk forward with your left when you're heeling and with your right when you're leaving your dog. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm meant to remember that, 8 a.m. when I go into the show ring with my Malamute. I mean, it's funny enough, doing obedience with a Malamute, let alone when I got to remember which foot moves first, And so I reduced it to things which are absolutely simple, so that my clients can get it, mums and dads and children. And I want them to have a really well-trained dog within minutes, not hours. Taking signalment, I usually don't. What am I interested in? What did the dog do? And then I want to quantify it. How bad was it? That's all. I don't care what breed it is. I don't care what sex it is. I don't care whether it's spayed or castrated or not. I don't care who's in the family. I'm interested in what did the dog do and how bad was it. Is damage done, yes or no? If it's level 1 or 2, I'm going to solve the problem now. I'm going to do the problem now. I'm not waiting around. I'm not going to take signalment and come back next week This is a non-dangerous dog. He's just putting his teeth on you. He's done it so many times, I don't need any more proof that he has brilliant bite inhibition. I'm going to solve it now. Level 3 and 4. Level 3 I'll take. Level 4, depends on the owner. In order to get me to take a level 4, the owner has to be local, 110% compliant, and there has to be some kind of hook. Like they've got a Malamute or a Pit or a Rottie or something that really turns me on. Okay? The first question I ask them is about compliance. I say, okay, if I spend time with you and teach you what to do to resolve this problem, are you going to do it? Yes or no answer. If no, it's okay. I can send you to another trainer who will charge a lot more than I'm charging you. This is a big deal. But she's a great trainer. She'll solve your problem for you. And the longer you don't pay attention, the more money she'll make, and she'll be fine with that. The dog will be fine with her within the first session, but it may take you a month, a year, 2 years, your choice. Depends on how rich you are. But I'm not doing that. Time to me is precious, precious. When you're looking at me, I did this in Japan, and we had a bully dog, bullying another dog in puppy class. You've all seen that, right? And you panic. Well, the number one test you do is you take hold of the bully and see what the other dog does. Well, the other dog usually runs up and says, "What are you doing? Let go of him, I'm playing with him." So there's your proof. That's a simple tether test. And you can, by doing that, by mobilizing one dog, you can tell that dog's preferences. Would it rather approach or hide? So you grab the supposed bully. It's 9 times out of 10. What you, secretly as the trainer, was scared of was the bully. Obviously isn't. Because this little dog says, "Come on, I want to play." Okay? Anyway, the other way to do it, if the dog is bullying, and usually bullying is we're over-the-top playing, a mismatch. Like we are dogs with sensibilities, like we have 6 Akitas in class with an American Bulldog or a Pit Bull. It's like, no, man. You know, who's the Pit Bull going to play with in his Pit Bull fashion when he has to play with an Akita? The Akita's going to freak out. He's going to stand still like this, or he's going to walk on his little stick legs and then stand there like, "What the hell's this?" And he sort of pulls his head back like this. So we just got a mismatch of culture. And we got to explain to the Bulldog or the Bull Terrier, and these are usually the bully dogs. They're actually bull breeds. We've got to say, you don't do that.